Sharon Epps.
And I'm Elroy Reed, and this is the People's Voice this week.
We've got great information for you this week. Use your SNAP benefits or link card to purchase food online.
Governor Pritzker's Get Hired websites.
An interview with John Price, Superintendent of Schools for the North Chicago Community School District 187.
And a review of the governor's phase 3 of the reopening of the Illinois economy as people begin to go back to work. All this on this edition of the People's Voice this week, May 23rd, 2020.
Governor J.B. Pritzker announced that the federal government had approved the state's plan to enable more than 1.8 million SNAP recipients to purchase food from participating grocery retailers online. The new purchasing option will begin on June 2nd. Food stamp recipients who have link cards are able to participate. Walmart and Amazon are two of the retailers who have agreed to participate.
Now, the state of Illinois has launched Calm for Calm, a free emotional support text line for individual residents experiencing stress and mental health issues related to the COVID-19 virus. To speak with a mental health professional, text TALK, T-A-L-K, or HABLAR, H-A-B-L-A-R for Spanish, to 5502020. That's 552020. The number is on your screen.
Looking for a job? There are more than 37 million people who have filed for unemployment in America. The state has developed a new program called Get Hired websites.
Now, the Get Hired portal blends the Department of Employment Security and the Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunities resources to provide a one-stop shop for both job seekers and employers, providing information on job opportunities as well as unemployment resources.
The Get Hired portal works to solve a goal that is twofold, helping job seekers return to work quickly and supporting businesses in adding talented workers to help drive our economy recovery.
This is the People's Voice this week. We will be right back.
So my name is Anita Wellman, and I am leaving this message to, or sending this message to whomever, to let everyone know that the Community Action Partnership Program is a wonderful program, and that this is not my first time using the services. I had used services here many years ago, and I'm very familiar with the program. So when I was laid off recently, like a number of other people, who I gave a lot of recommendations for people to call Community Action. I usually do, always anyways. And so my caseworker, case manager, I'm not sure what you guys call them, her name is Cassandra Jones, and I gotta say that Cassandra was wonderful, and she was on the ball, and I sent paperwork, she requested something else, I sent it, and she got back to me and left me messages, and she was even on top of her game all the time. And she, I understand, was sick, and even during that time, no beat was missed. She had made sure that I was taken great care of, and I think Community Action Project Partnership is phenomenal.
Hi, this is Pastor Robert Richards. You're invited to our prayer line every Tuesday and Friday at 12 noon. Telephone number 351-888-6966. You're also invited to our online services every Sunday morning at 9:30 for Sunday school, and then again at 11 a.m. for our worship services. You can find us at New Way Faith Tabernacle on Facebook and YouTube. God bless you. May the Lord be real good to you. See you then.
with the superintendent of the North Chicago School District 187, John Price. There are a lot of exciting news coming out of North Chicago. Let's take a look.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm good. How is the COVID-19 pandemic impacting your district?
Well, I think, one of the major factors is how rapidly this situation has evolved. Thursday afternoon, I believe it was the 12th of March, we were planning for school, and on the 13th, we were canceling.
Wow.
Not to return. So that's been kind of one of the characteristics, is not only how rapidly this has occurred, but also just the breadth of the impact. Our entire nation, 33 million unemployed people. And so I think that characterizes it. And so we've had to develop, two new methods of delivering instruction. One digital, and then the other for students who don't have digital access, and teachers writing lesson plans and Xeroxing those lesson plans and handing out those packets. So that's been one major impact, is that literally overnight we had to create two new methods of delivering instruction to 3,000 kids.
Did instruction go on during the pandemic remotely?
Yes.
It did? Okay.
It did. Yeah, we continued to provide instruction. A lot of that was, review and rehearsal. Until, for the first couple of weeks, we were focusing primarily on review. And then as it became clear that the rest of the school year was going to be canceled, teachers did shift into working to present, new content for students.
Well, one of the things that I learned is that you were upgrading your technology efforts there in the district. And we were wondering if you could provide us with some information regarding that.
Sure. So students at the high school were already in a one-to-one environment. And let me just take a moment to define one-to-one. One-to-one is where a student is permanently assigned an individual device, in our case, a Chromebook. So they have it all day, they take it home with them, they bring it back the next day, they're responsible for charging it, they log into it, it's theirs. So the high school was a one-to-one environment, and so teachers and students there had the most experience and were the most prepared to shift to remote learning. So a few things that we've done. One was we moved very quickly to move our middle school students into a one-on-one environment. We pulled machines from other buildings. We got those ready, and we sent those out the door within a week. So families just pulled through. I posted some pictures of this on my Twitter page. Families pulled through the driveway, got a device, got some instructions, and were on their way. So the middle school, NIMSA, went one-to-one very, very quickly. We also provided some additional training for teachers and staff on how to use our digital platform tools, specifically Google, and teachers spent some of their time at home, not only teaching students, but learning, furthering their own learning as well. A few other things that we've done is that the district also was able to, we received a donation of used Chromebooks that we've been able to provide to families, along with hotspots for families that didn't have digital access at home. So we've got 300 laptops that we're distributing and 100 hotspots in order to meet the needs for families that do not have digital access currently at home. And then we're starting to prepare for next year. We ordered over 1,000 new Chromebooks, brand new Chromebooks, that will be delivered over the summer, that will allow us to take the entire district, kindergarten through 12th grade, into a one-to-one environment starting in the fall.
What an achievement. Wow, that's great. I don't know if any other school district can boast that.
I'm really proud of the team for how quickly we pulled this together, and we are getting some financial support from philanthropic partners to make this happen so quickly. We had, Mr. Reed, we had a 4 to 5 year plan to get here, and instead we did it in 4 to 5 weeks. So it's a big lift for the district. There are going to be some additional investments that are going to be required, but the board is very, very supportive of making sure that our students get the very best and are ready. If remote learning continues in the fall, either beginning of the year, or if we need to take breaks because of the ongoing pandemic.
Any summer school?
We are not, right now, we're not planning any face-to-face summer school. One of your questions was about our seniors, and we will be providing remote tutoring and digital access for our seniors, focused on seniors to help them complete credits and graduate, as well as other high school students. But right now, we don't anticipate we're going to be able to offer face-to-face. Officially held off on that decision until, for a few more days to see if we could do something in July or maybe even early August. We're desperate to get our kids back into school as quick as we can. But right now that just doesn't look possible for this.
Now, we've got a whole class of graduating seniors. Is there any graduation recognition for them?
Yeah, so we've planned 3 different events, all responsive to the need for social distancing in terms of the pandemic. The first item we did on May 1st was a recognition of National Decision Day. And so we did a virtual, live virtual broadcast and allowed students to announce their college enrollment decision or their military enlistment decision or their employment decision. Those are the 3 pathways that we encourage all students to consider all 3: employment, enlistment, and enrollment. And so we had that virtual celebration for all of our students, which was great. And then you may have seen, if you've driven past the high school, and your listeners will have seen that on the 15th, last Friday, we had a large number of posters and banners, one for every one of our seniors along the fence line. Yeah, it made a really a huge visual impact when you saw it for the first time. We've seen a lot of kids stopping by to take pictures with their banner. One banner for every kid. It's been really neat what the high school team pulled together.
Yeah, that's great.
It's great. I think it's a new tradition. I don't think we're ever going to stop it at this point. It's been so positive. Everybody's really loved it. I think we're going to stick with that one. And then we will do a graduation on the 29th, and students will be able to enter the building on their own. Put on their cap and gown, walk through the building one last time as students, take some pictures in their cap and gown, receive a diploma, and we'll live broadcast that for families at home. And then I've pre-recorded, Congressman Schneider has pre-recorded, and our board chair, Mrs. Dora King, has pre-recorded a message that will be, put together and as a part of that live broadcast. So we will have a ceremony that families can watch from home, from the safety of their homes. But so we'll have those kind of recognitions for our kids on the 29th of May in the afternoon.
Well, Superintendent of the North Chicago Community Unit School District 187, John Price, we certainly appreciate the information you provided and for joining us for this conversation this morning for the People's Voice this week. Thank you, sir.
It's certainly a pleasure, and hope to be back on your program soon. Thanks so much for the opportunity.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Mr. Reed.
When fatalities are high and the world seems to stand on its edge, tensions can run high. Whatever is in us, whether it is good or evil, tends to come out. Those that are prone to do good works do it. Those that are prone to not do good works won't. If you're racist, it will manifest itself. We are kind of like a tea bag. Put us in some hot water, we see how strong we are. My encouragement to all of us is to use this time as a time of self-reflection. In this time of intensity, in this time of hot water, what is coming out of our tea bags? In our entertainment for this week, Daryl Armistead is rejoining us with one of my favorite songs from the 70s, a time that seemed turbulent then, but nothing compared to what we're faced with today. Daryl Armistead performing a remake of the OJ's Love Train. Enjoy.
People all over the world, join hands, start a love train, love train. People all over the world, join hands, start a love train, love train. The next stop that we make will be England. Tell us Israel too. Please don't miss this train at the station, 'cause if you miss it, I feel sorry, sorry for you. I feel sorry for you. Join hands, start a love train, love train. You don't need no ticket, get on board, start a love train, love train. Let it ride, let it ride, let it ride, let it ride. I said, people, join hands, start a love train, love train. You don't need no ticket, get on board, start a love train, love train. I said, people, join hands, start a love train, love train. You don't need no ticket, get on board, start a love train, love train. I said, people all over the world, join hands, start a love train, love train.
That's all for this week. I'm Sharon Epps.
And I'm Elroy Reed, and this is the People's Voice this week. Thank you for watching.